Hi everybody, welcome back to your Daily Dose at Home. My name is Lauren and I'm part of the Visitor Engagement Department here at the Calgary Zoo. Today we're talking about birds. Earlier you already met the bald eagle that was been up at the health center and headed off to the Wildlife Rehabilitation Society. Today we're talking a little bit about the ways in which some birds fly and some birds can't. And I've brought along some biofacts to help us understand how a bird's skeleton helps it either fly, swim, or stay on the ground. First off, I want to talk about our bald eagle skeleton. This is beside me here, and as you take a close look at it, some of the things you're going to notice are really large wings. Bald eagles can have up to a 6-foot wingspan, which is as tall or as wide as some of us are tall. The other thing that you'll notice are the really long bones. In order for a bird to be able to fly, it needs to be light enough to be able to take off up into the air. So flying birds have really special adaptations in their bones called pneumatic bones. I have a bone here we can zoom in on, take a look at. If we look really closely, what we'll see is that the bone is actually hollow with lots of little structures that create air sacs within the bone. What this means is that unlike a mammal bone, like my leg, the bone is very light. So even though a bird as big as a bald eagle with that huge big wingspan, it can still be light enough to be able to get enough lift up into the air. The other skeleton that I brought with me today is a penguin. Earlier this week, we met the penguins enjoying their walks about the Calgary Zoo. If you've been to Penguin Plunge before, you'll see the penguins in the water. Now, as we know, penguins cannot fly in the air. Why? Well, their bodies are structured very differently than this eagle skeleton. Penguins do not have pneumatic bones. Their bones are very dense and solid. And what that helps them do is generate a lot of thrust in the water. So they can't fly in the air, but we like to say that they're actually adapted to fly through the water. The other thing that these two skeletons have in common is their sternum. That's the breastbone. So we can see it on the eagle here. That's this nice big bone. What these birds have is something called a keel. If you think about a canoe, if you've ever been in the bottom of a boat, it makes a shape like this. It's called a keel. And what this long keel does here is provides a space for muscles to attach. These are the flight muscles. In our bald eagle, that powers the flight. So they have very strong muscles in their chest that can generate enough thrust that with their body being light, they can get that lift up into the air. The penguin skeleton also has a keel, which is really amazing. In a flighted bird, it helps them fly. In a non-flying bird, it helps them swim. So with their big, powerful chest muscles, penguins can clock speeds up to 36 kilometers an hour. For reference, that's about 6 times faster than the fastest human can swim, which is pretty cool. Now there's one other type of bird that can't fly that I want to show you, this little friend here. This is a kiwi. A kiwi is a bird from New Zealand, and it cannot fly. It's a member of the ratite family, which also includes ostriches, emus, and greater rheas. These birds can't fly, and they do not have a keeled sternum at all because they've actually lost any of those flight muscles because they don't need them. These birds adapted in habitats without large land-based predators, so they didn't need to be able to escape by flying up into the air. So that's our little bit today on flight. Now we have a fun challenge for you to do at home today. We would like you to turn on your imaginations and think about what it would be like to fly. Imagine what kind of wings you would have. What color would they be? What kind of feathers would you want? We'd like you to create a story about what you would do and where you could go if you could fly. And share that story with us. You could paint it, you can draw it, write a poem, film a video, write a story, however you'd like to share. We'd love to see it here at the Calgary Zoo. Thank you so much for joining us on Daily Dose at Home. Thank you for supporting wildlife conservation.